I gotta say this. What's the lady name? The Nancy Guthrie, whatever her name, the lady who got missing. Listen, I'm really tired of this missing cases. Not just missing, but then think about it. People with this type of stories. Look, the entire country is under alert. Countries and the states, locals, police departments under alert. Honestly, it's not just the criminal who kidnapped them or whatever. It's not just they're the problems, but you know who's also the problems is this victim. Okay, and I've been warning this thing about that this type of case, that what type of woman are you that who don't have a single track, like how you in a digital life while you work in a TV stations, or like you work on all of this, you live in a very highly capable digital system and you don't have any tracking system. I'm not telling you to buy a GPS, but there's so many things you can do. Yes, you got a Ring doorbell. Great job at least, because many people don't even have that. But then nowadays, I Find My iPhone. If you know that you are living by yourself and you could be a targeted, because look, when somebody go kidnapped, when somebody might be missing, you can tell that something could happen to you. Something can happen anytime. So you want to take extra precautions. You want to add your numbers, add your Find My phone to a different number, to your close one. You don't have a close family, you don't have any friends. Okay, keep a track, keep a trace, put a backup keys, backup note, stuff like that. You hate the internet? Okay, well, leave a note near your properties, always have some sort of backdoor system that, hey, listen, if something happened to me, if I went to travel, if God forbid something happened to me, when authority look for me, they will find this track, this trace, and it's not just this lady, but look what this lady made a chaos to the entire country. Like, why we gotta hear this news about you when missing? We don't know where you are. We don't even know if you're alive or not. And why? Because of your simple, basic common sense that you could have taken. Right now, not only that, what about that other man who, a gray and confusion case about her wife got murdered and the husband is still on the jail, and he is trying to prove the whole system that he loved his wife and all that stuff. That dude also, another similar case, zero track, zero tracing, zero nothing. Nobody know who killed his wife. You know who I'm talking about? There's some guy, was like a loving guy. He's on a jail right now, I think, and no trace. Okay, and prosecutor, judges, this and that, lawyers, they've been going through, there was a dog video that we found only 1 or 2 video, that's it. How your wife is dead and there's no track, there's no tracing, you don't have any guest stories. If you have a guest are testifying in the court, even that's not enough, because a guest can talk shit about you, a family can talk shit about you. Why didn't you have a fucking track record? Why didn't you have some sort of other backup camera system? So this type of cases, man, I think is a bunch of noise. It's really annoying. And there's many people like that right now who are just not vulnerable. I don't want to call them a vulnerable. I think it's their own fault because they don't like to take care of themselves properly digitally, and they don't know how to keep a backup system. And I don't know why a US does not have a mandatory basic common sense training system that yo if you don't do this basic common sense training, you're gonna get an annual ticket. Because I don't think an Israeli woman will ever go just missing, or Israeli case gonna be like, okay, unsolved mystery, what happened to the Israeli woman, or Israeli man, or Israeli news, their country citizen, something happened but there's no trace. I think a smart woman will not go through that. Nowadays, a woman is all time available on their social media. How the hell, So I think it's a bunch of irresponsible case, and I don't think it's just a suspect fault, but it's also the victim, because you cannot be just that reckless to keep no tracking and trace about you anywhere. Like, come on. Why we have to hear this news on the headline about your name coming in every week and every month? Because you did not take a precaution for your own safety. Like, come on. And really, in a places like US, even in a suburban or deserted area, it takes this long to find out a case like, where is she at? Even if you're dead or not, like, it takes this long. Like, that lady who got missing must be so off the grid, even in her personal life. Think about it, that if there's like a dumb suspect, a dumb criminal do something to her, is easily all the track or trace is deletable because she did not take a simple basic track. Like, come on, man. Like, how you find nothing about her? Like, there's like nothing. And there's many cases like that, and I'm like really sick and tired of hearing these US citizens or Americans having like dumb mistakes. You get it? That's it. So I don't know what to tell you to the families, but you know what? I think the family of any of the victims put a responsibility, or at least mention that, hey, is my family's fault who could have taken precautions, or because I don't want to live with my mom, or my mom don't want to live with me, but we could have give her a GPS tracker, or we could have activated Find My iPhone, or we could have a backup plan, or I could have give my mom a backup training that so it wouldn't make it to international headline. That's a bunch of noise for us, for the people who are precaution about their own personal life. Like, that's just like, come on, you know. So to the family, man, I don't know, you guys could have done a little bit better. Okay, that's it. And I don't know, it just you know, honestly, in many culture, when a person go missing, if they get found, you know what their parents do on those culture? They beat their own kids. Because how would you even get missing? How did you even went to that point? Okay, and American parents will never do that. When their family member get missing, they treat them with all respect. Like, okay, cry for you. We found you. Thank God we found our loving person, daughter, son, whatever. But they never give them a strict, like, you know, strict tightness. Like, yo, how dare you did that? Okay. And this is the one thing American families are always lacking. They never go hard with their kid or parents who went missing, because look at that tiny dumb mistake can end somebody's life, you know. Because I don't hear strict families kids go missing. I don't hear strict families dad or mom got kidnapped. I don't think so, because they will leave 1,000 track or trace behind that's gonna be easily findable within 24 to 72 hours, bro. Like, you know, come on. Like and subscribe. Let's go me for pointing this type of detail out. Over.